I get male clients that make the common mistake of thinking that couples counseling is a magic pill that is going to miraculously stop their wives from leaving. The man will leave the marriage to fall apart to an extent where the woman has moved out or wants to move out, and then they will start to suggest counseling, not because they want help, not because they want the marriage to be sustained or revived, but because they need me to be a mediator to convince their wives. So they get angry when I administer a neutral session, which is my job. My job is not to take sides and convince your wife. You're not paying me to convince her to stay. You are paying me to iron out the underlying issues. And if you, as a man, has contributed to those issues, you need to be ready to be accountable and make those changes to your wife. Now you get men who will say, "Hi Bo, I booked this session. I was hoping you were going to get my wife back, but you didn't." I most probably didn't because you were not ready to be accountable. If you are going to come for marital counseling, even as a woman, you must understand that if you contributed in any way negative in your marriage, that will be brought up because at the end of the day, we are pulling out the problem by the roots so that it does not reoccur. It does not help tricking your husband or your wife into staying and then later tomorrow you repeat the same thing. That is not therapy. If you wanted someone to convince you, you rather go to another person or whoever the case might be, but a neutral professional being is not going to take anyone's side during a session. What is right, what is wrong, no matter which side it actually comes from. So we get people who want therapy to be a quick fix. Your wife is leaving you for a reason. She's moving out for a reason because she's been talking. She's been expressing this and that. You've been contributing to the problem. So now you cannot recruit me to be in your corner. It doesn't work like that. Therapy is very neutral. It is very uncomfortable for both of you because there are changes that will need to happen. You will need to have a new responsibility of being the desired person that your husband or your wife needs in order to stay. And it is not a one day thing where you just call and set an appointment and then the next thing I convince them and then everyone is happily ever after. No, it does not work like that. It is a process. There's a healing that needs to happen there. There's understanding that needs to happen. There are changes, lifestyle changes that need to happen there. So your wife or your husband, they're leaving you for a reason.